The universe is mental and everyone is you pushed out. These concepts have helped me dramatically shift my states of being. And it honestly has taken a lot of anxiety and a lot of pressure off of me. And that's what I'm going to talk about today on this channel. Stay tuned. So what does it mean that everyone is you pushed out? It's kind of like imagining a tube of toothpaste and you are the tube and everything inside of you is the toothpaste. And so what does that mean? You squeeze out you onto the world like a canvas, and you are the artist. And that concept really helped me to align with the state of being of peace and knowing that everything is done, knowing that what I truly desire is meant for me, and as long as it's from a state of love and a place of love, and that knowing is pure, that really truly the world is heaven. Everyone is you. Doesn't mean that everybody around you is just some alternate version of you. What it means is that they show up in your world, demonstrating to you exactly what you think and believe about yourself, about others, about how others show up for you, about the world, about how things work in the world. And we have the option with our big brains and our wild imaginations to consider life from a different perspective. And if everyone is me pushed out, then it takes the pressure off of me trying to figure out how I'm going to make more money come into my life, or how I'm going to get my dream car, or how I'm going to have my dream man. Because the pressure is no longer on trying to manipulate the outside world and try to change the physical objects and people in my life. It's just me right here that I need to contend with, and my thoughts. And that's no easy task. It's simple, but it's not easy. And it does take time to go inward and really ask yourself the really difficult and hard questions about yourself. And what do I believe about myself and how the world shows up for me? When I started asking those really difficult questions, it came down to I didn't really believe that I deserved to have what I wanted or desired. I didn't really believe that I could have what I desired. And I didn't really think that I was maybe even worthy of it at one point, because I was not truly liking myself. And so if I go inward and I notice that my internal state is inhibiting me from having the things that I desire, then the work is within. And that's pretty much what every spiritual teacher has taught. Every concept and religions and texts and things comes back down to the heaven within. It comes back down to the spiritual knowing. It comes back down to the connection with your higher self, with God, with the universe, whatever it is that you resonate with. So how did I do that over time? Well, I noticed that I didn't feel good. You know, a lot of times I wouldn't necessarily feel the greatest. I would be anxious about what I didn't have. I'd be noticing the world wasn't how I wanted it to be. I would notice that, you know, a certain man wasn't showing up, or I would notice that I didn't have enough money in my bank account, and all of these things would create this feedback loop. It would go from feeling anxious about my life, or angry, or depressed, and then I would think about thoughts in alignment with that, about how, oh look, I don't have what I want, and oh, isn't it awful, and I really want to create what I want, so like, let me try these techniques and imagine my life how I want it differently. And you know, that's kind of a lot of force, to be honest, to try to force yourself to imagine your life in a different way when you are thinking and feeling and believing a different way. It just doesn't make sense. It's like a car that you're driving in reverse, but you really want to be going forward. You don't just slam it into first gear. You have to go to neutral, and that neutral place is acceptance. Acceptance that up until this point, I have been operating from a place that doesn't believe I deserve what I want to have. And that acceptance is pure unconditional love for yourself, and honestly, forgiveness for how you've been and what you've believed up until now. So how do you shift into a place of knowing that you're going to have what you desire, knowing that you deserve what you desire? Well, it comes from that. It comes from accepting who you are right in this moment and just allowing that to be that way, and lovingly observing all the times when you don't think, feel, or believe that way. And it happens over time. Maybe some people have an intense awakening. They wake up one day and they realize, I'm the creator of my reality, and they know everything all at once. And then they never falter from that state. But for me, and for probably a lot of people, you get moments of that clarity. You get moments of that freedom from your mind and moments of expansion. And in that expansion is how you create your world, because your life is reflecting to you everything within it. There's my puppy in the background. See, this is like the embodiment of joy back there. She's demonstrating to us right now how to create her world, how to create her magic, which is just fun, having more fun, you know? And that only comes from a place of peace and knowing that you're gonna get what you want. You know, and I've listened to so many videos over and over again until it's finally to the point where you need to put the video down and practice. You know, you get the information, you get the knowledge, but if you don't practice, you never become wise, because the knowledge is just that. It's just a nebulous idea. And maybe that nebulous idea comes with doubts and fears. Maybe you think that there's no such thing as this, or maybe because you haven't seen what you desire show up in your life that you think it doesn't work. And, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but you've really got to test that. You have to test that and say, well, maybe just for this week, I'm going to believe that whatever's happening within me is projecting out onto my screen of reality. And whatever's happening within me, I can shift and change over time. And with that knowing, it might be a little easier to understand that you are the creator of your world, and that you, inside of you, your soul, is connected to all that is. It's like a super consciousness. It's a field of awareness, and that's within every living sentient being. So with that being said, if you could just breathe down into your body right now, notice, are you feeling frustrated? Are you feeling doubtful? Are you feeling insecure? Are you feeling righteous maybe about how, you know, you've been trying all these things and it's not working? So I have every right to be upset that this doesn't work for me, but it seems to work for other people. The universe is mental. It is all happening from within our perception of our mind. That right there, that fact alone right there, should be enough to combat any naysaying beliefs you might have, any doubt that comes up. Knowing that the universe is mental, that if my body stops working today, my mind will keep going. And if my mind no longer works, well, then the body eventually stops working. We have so much more to learn about the mind, but the truth is, nobody can find the mind. You can cut someone open and you'll never find consciousness, which is the mind, and you'll never find where that is. It's only to be experienced. And the experience is happening right now all the time. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to hire someone to help you know that. You can just know that. And granted, there are things that you can do to hire people to help you. And I have hired coaches. I have hired help. And I have amazing friends who remind me. And I've also had a lot of really fun watching YouTube channels and getting this information and reading books and listening to people talk about these concepts. And if you do need help, I'm here. I'm a hypnotherapist, and I help you get into the state of being of what you desire. So what you desire comes from a state of being. And I help people shift into that every day. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's a fast track. It helps you speed up the process a little bit. If you're interested, the link's below to reach out to me and schedule a 15-minute free consultation to find out how I can help you. That being said, how can you right now, without any help, get into the state of being that is similar to the one that you would have if you already had what you want? So let's just do a little imagination right now. Like, let's pretend you have your dream car. Let's pretend you have your dream person, your specific person is there in your life, showing up exactly how you want. Your home is exactly the home that you want. Your financial obligations are all taken care of, and the money is flowing easily and effortlessly. Just hearing those things makes me feel good. Like, yeah, everybody is lining up with me. All these people in my life are angels, and they're here lining up to my state of being that I am cultivating every morning when I wake up and practice. So right now, just sit, feel your body. If you're sitting, notice the weight of your pelvis and how it's holding up all of your organs inside. Notice what the trees around you look like. Notice the screen if you're looking at it. Notice your hands if you're washing dishes while you listen to this. Just noticing and becoming aware of yourself when you say things like, I deserve to have the money that I am calling on. I deserve to have my specific person want me the way I want them and show up the way I want. I deserve to have my body feeling good and be healthy. And then notice what comes up from that. Do you have resistance? Do you have tightness or tension or anxiety? Do you have thoughts that come up that won't allow you to even say those words? Because I at one point couldn't even allow myself to imagine or say certain things in alignment with what I wanted. Like, for instance, I didn't really believe that I could have all the money that I wanted, and so saying I'm wealthy, I am always provided for, and money comes to me with an easy, effortless flow of abundance and streams, and that was really hard for me to say, because there was this lack of worthiness piece. Well, who am I to even deserve that? That's where you work on. That's what you work on. The affirmations aren't, I am wealthy, if that's hard for you to say and you don't believe it and it doesn't feel right. The affirmation is, I'm worthy of having what I desire. I'm worthy of having what I desire. Say that over and over again. I'm worthy of it. And if that's hard to say, if you really truly can't say, I believe that I can be worthy of what I desire. Just start with that one thing today. Become aware of how you feel. And slowly, over time, you're going to start rooting in a different state of being. Or maybe you have a random awakening, and right now is the chance that you have. Right now is the time that you have to completely expand into the truth of your consciousness. It's not far away. It's right here. It's not in some distant land. It's right here. And the only thing that's keeping you from feeling that way and knowing that are these emotions that are coming up, are these feelings that are coming up. We have to let those things arise. We have to let the thoughts arise. We have to let the feelings come. And then through staying conscious and aware while those things are coming up, even though they're really uncomfortable, painful, the tightness in your chest or the belly, it might be spinning in knots, or your mind is spinning and you can't even feel your body. Like, those things are all part of the process because they need to come out. They need to be seen. Imagine your consciousness, your ability to be aware of things is like an inferno. It is like a furnace, and it burns up the debris, this is what it is. It's just debris. It's just things clogging up or smearing up your glass that you're seeing through. That's all this is. These are just thoughts and things that have been stored in there for a long time. and you've identified with them for a long time. And once you become consciously aware of these things and you start to just lovingly gaze at them without judgment of whether or not they should exist, and without judgment of it should be different, I should be thinking differently, feeling differently, the conscious awareness naturally burns that up. And what's left is the peaceful awareness that's behind it all, always. And just getting little glimmers of those hope, little glimmers of that is hope, of this is my true state of being. And I'm going to keep on trying. You have to just keep on getting up every day. Oh, today I let my mind go all day long. Okay, right now, I can shift it again. I can take a deep breath. You can't control your mind, but you can control your breath. You can't control the outer world, but you can control how you see it. And that's what it means to say that the universe is mental. Everyone is you, pushed out onto your plane of existence. My puppy wants me to go play with her now. Contact me if you'd like me to assist you on this journey. I'd be happy to have a chat with you, see how I can help you, and let you know that you are the operant power in your life. That you have all the magic in you to make your dreams come true. Okay, contact me for hypnosis. Links down below. And remember, you're the chosen one, and I love you. Mwah.